I am filming from inside, so we will get a reflection from the window, moonlight on the window. I just thought we would get a quick view on the moon. And usually I go outside, but it's just far too cold. She just rose up from behind the rock face. And yeah, we're going to get a lot of reflections for the fact I'm filming through the window. I'm working on a cold and it is so cold outside. I'm not going to stand out there. So it's just a quick look at the full moon from inside through the window. Hi, Nancy. I'm sorry, there is a reflection because I'm filming from inside. It's just too cold outside to stand out. But I happen to look through the window outside. And so that huge thing looking at me on the window. So why not? Let's film it from inside. And yeah, we will have a reflection since it's just a scope on the phone. I don't get usually the reflection if I'm outside. And we've got the window texture. But it's better than nothing, right? I'm feeling under the weather, so I cannot stand outside in this cold. Oops, sorry. She's moving fast, so I've got to keep moving it. But hey, from a phone on the scope, I would say it's not bad. It could be worse. And through a window. But it's a full moon night, so I had to film it. Hey, 15th, I'm taking you to the moon. Oops. You see, your music take us to the moon, and then look at that. I can take you to the moon, not Australia. Hey, Cheryl. And it's just so cold because we've got that Canadian front. I think I'm working on a cold too. I just thought it was something different. It's keeping me distracted. My squirrel is missing. She's 11 years old plus, 80 years old to 90 years old in human years. I don't know, maybe she gave birth in that tree and is keeping warm. Time will tell. Well, thank you for calling me a lunatic too, 15th. I love looking at the moon and at the stars. And I do it outside when it's not so cold. When I actually say I'm stargazing, listening at the music, on your stream. I'm actually outside with my headphones because I've got the perfect view, no city lights. And often when you stream, I've got a beautiful sky full of stars. I'm fascinated with the sky. I think I should really invest in a telescope, not just my scope. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Snooks. I am filming through the window. It's just too cold. 15th bluish cold front down on us. Snow, very cold. And it's rare that I'm not standing outside. Very rare. But can't do it tonight. 2 coats, minus 40 rated boots, 2 hats, gloves, and it's still cold. If you still visit Colorado 15th, like you said you were planning, I'll show you where to do your stream. Oh yeah, you'll owe me for that. It's going to echo when you play the guitar, natural echo from the rocks. Yeah, there are a few places where you can go. And it really echoes, but naturally because of the, you know, the rock. Yes, Snooks, it's just too cold. The Mama and Papa Eagle this afternoon stayed on that rock. I think they were waiting for Zoo, who showed up. And they were attempting to mate, and I think they decided it was too cold. They went to fly to keep warm instead. Yeah, I know what you mean, 15th. I was planning a huge trip in the spring, but due to new regulations, whatever, it looks like I'm going to stick to America and Canada because I can drive there. I'm just not going in no airports unless I can use a paper passport. So if I can't do that, then I guess I'll just travel in America and Canada for 2 months. Hey, Linda. Hey, Lone Wolf. Welcome back. I'm actually looking at going back to the wolf sanctuary and roll on the snow and hug some wolves and actually film it and either film videos, and if they allow me to do it live, just live stream. And you know, if an alpha decides to bite me, you'll have it on live stream. I'm crazy enough to do it. So I've got my eye on that wolf sanctuary I went to many times, or a new one, and I'm researching it. It's in Colorado, but you can spend the night with the wolves. That would be like super awesome, freaking awesome. so many changes to everything. I'm just glad I didn't book that ticket. Wanted to go to Russia, Mongolia, and Japan. All in one go, of course. But if I can't use a paper passport, I'm not going anywhere. Call me old. I want my paper passport or nothing. Oops. Well, when I went last time, Linda, I posted some photos. They asked me if I would sit with a pack of 5. They were all in the same enclosure as the rescued. And most people don't. And I was reluctant, but excited too. And I went, oh yeah. And I did. And I sat in the snow. And they pulled my hair. And they nibbled my coat. And that was to put the scent on me. That's the way they accept you. And I didn't move. And I let them chew and pull on my hair. I might have a bald spot since then. And eat my coat, rub on my coat. But it was an out of this world experience, so I would do it again, no doubt. And that other sanctuary, if they're really letting you sleep with wolves, dang, I'm so doing it. So far, I did interactions with wolves. I did 3 with a beluga whale. But I didn't know any better. I was a lot younger. And the beluga whale wasn't free. It was in captivity. She looked happy, but looking back, maybe I wouldn't have done it. However, being next to a beluga whale in water is an incredible experience too, because you lose control. I mean, if she decides to smack you, you're done. And in my case, being so skinny, yep. She looked like huge, humongous. But anyway, I'm thinking of new ideas. While it's winter, the deer is still here, but I leave them alone. It's rat time, it's winter. We've got a very healthy pack of coyotes. Mountain lion might be back. So, you know, they might be a bit aggressive with all these physical elements, and I don't want to stress them. So they come over, they finish off the bird seed, but I like leaving them alone during that time of the year. They are wild and free, therefore unpredictable. And yes, since yesterday I didn't lose my accent either. Hey, Joshlyn MacDonald. Hey, Dan. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Sir Bruce. I just thought we should look at the moon while she's right in front of my window. Should take a picture of that because you might be thinking, what does she mean? I've got that big window. And yeah, if I look out of the window, and I'm going to take my phone on the scope too. There we go. Better flash too. Excellent. Well, we see my flash, the moon. And I still have not seen my squirrel, Mishka, aka Fatso. It's been a week. And the tree hole is still not insulated with leaves as she usually does. So I don't know if she's deeper in the tree with new babies, or if something happened, or if she's that old, she's just riding that cold front in the tree. I just don't know. She's been missing for a week before, so I'm not going to panic yet. I'm not going to attempt to climb a 100-foot tall tree yet. I've got to, oops. So I think Mishka aka Fatso needs some little prayers here, or huge prayers that she is okay. I mean, she has a huge nut stash in the tree, I know this much. But the raccoons could have gone in there, the raptors. And a wild squirrel is expected to live 6 years in the wild. She is surrounded by eagles, bald and golden, all kind of hawks, all kind of hounds, coyotes, bobcats. So that she made it 11 years plus in the wild is pretty amazing. And from what I read today, if she was in captivity, her life expectancy would be 12 years. She's never been in captivity. She's wild, and she could be 12 years. I've started to work here over 11 years ago. I guess, yeah, I don't move a lot, or I'm loyal, I'm not sure which, or maybe both. But I've been here over 11 years, and she was here before I was here. I hope she is okay, because I made 2026 walnut stash. Finished it today. You know how the stores have started to sell shelled nut only at Christmas and Thanksgiving? Don't know why. Last year it took me by surprise. I've got one bag left from all the stash I bought last year. But I didn't realize that the day after Christmas they would just take everything away. So this year, as soon as I saw the nuts, I started to buy some. I prepped for Fatso Squirrel. So I've got 3 huge boxes of nuts. She doesn't seem to like almonds anymore. I think the shell is too hard as she's getting older. So I got 90% of walnuts, a favorite. And then I got plenty of hazelnuts and pecans, because she loves those too. She used to love almonds, but she has not touched them this year at all. Not sure why. So anyhow, I've got the 2026 nut stash for Fatso Squirrel. Yeah, I'm a nutcase for sure. I should have got my own stash of stuff, but nah, I got the animals taken care of first. And anyway, If I get hungry, I can eat walnuts, right? Anyhow, I thought I would turn up with the moon. You know me, I'm the strange one out of your streamers. I'm the I'm the outcast. I'm the strange one, the weird one with the accent. And I film only what fascinates me. And yep, I'm fascinated with the moon. Well, with the sky. I'm trying to find a telescope in a, what do you call it? Pawn star, pawn shop, you know, the second-hand stuff. People go to put their stuff there to get money. I think it's called a pawn shop, Pawn, I think it is, and in thrift stores. So far, no luck. Well, I saw one, but it's so huge. I can't move it. I think it's heavier than I am. Yes, I feel like a nut, Bruce. Would it be nice to be able to fly on the moon for a holiday? I would do it. Once I entered that competition, like 5 years ago. Can't remember, I think Charles Branson, the UK dude, was running it. And departure was from New Mexico in a rocket, and you were going just on the outer space to look at Earth. And it was just a random draw prize. I entered it, and I didn't win, obviously. But I was like, oh, hell yeah. You see, Hawaii might be too humid. I don't like water. I don't like snakes, and I don't like water. So if I've got to be stuck on an island, surrounded by water, knowing my luck, there would be a hurricane, and I can't get out. I just don't like water. I'm French born. Hi, Indy. I'm French born, but an American citizen. That seems to come out a lot these days on my stream. So I've got to be inland, Nancy. And how I look fascinating. But the water is, you know. But then again, I want to look at the Niagara Falls. Also, I would be petrified. I want to go to look at it. Maybe I could start there and then go to Hawaii until I can use a paper ID when I board that flight, because I am not using anything else than a proper paper ID or proper passport. I had to cancel my spring vacation because those countries want the digital stuff, which I will not do. That has just limited my trips. That means I will never go back to Europe either. Yes, it's real, Smiley. See? I have a phone attached to a scope, and because it is so cold, bitter cold, I am filming from inside because I am under the weather. I think I'm getting a cold. Citizen called it yesterday. I think he was right. I lived by the ocean a few times when I was in England. And being at sea level gives me headaches and migraines. I have to be in the mountains. I grew up in the mountains, and I guess I'll die in the mountains when my time comes. Oops, I said a taboo word, I think. I belong in the mountains where it's dry. But anyway, I looked out of the window, saw the full moon from my chair. I was looking for some streams to watch and saw the moon and went, oh, it's a full moon. Went outside, too cold. So came back inside and thought, well, I'll do it through the window. I'm genuinely afraid of water. We're all afraid of something. My fear is water and snakes. My fears are water and snakes. Yeah, England was really nice to live in. I lived there for 10 years. Last time I went, it was getting, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Put it that way, I saw what's coming, what is here in 2008. It was starting there in 2008, heavily. I saw the change. I went to visit for many months, and I saw the huge difference from when I had lived there. And because I had too many muds, I did some cleanups, so don't take it wrongly if you were blue at one point and not anymore. It's just that if I've got too many blues, I did it on my other channel too. Not the first time I'm doing it. But having too many blues scares the chatters away, put it that way. And it's not like if I've got a controversial channel where I need all these mods. My channel is quiet. On some days, maybe like, is there anything happening? We're just looking at a rock. Hey, welcome back. I still can't say your name. Something 7 something. Yeah, my phone doesn't understand me either. doesn't understand my accent. Neither do the robots. You know, all these companies now don't answer the phone. You have to deal with robots. And none of them understand my answers. It's so frustrating. Not that I get frustrated easily or anything. It all depends on what the subject is, of course. Yeah, it is, indeed. It really is. They don't understand my accent, but when I get really frustrated, I'll say something like, you know, F this or F that. And then the robot will say, I'm sorry, this is an unaccepted comment and will hang up on my notes. They did it twice. I am not making it up. Healthcare, twice. The healthcare here twice hang up on my nose because I said F this and for F's sake. Because, you know, after 20 minutes of going in circle, I got frustrated. And they don't have touch-tone options, which are annoying. But the robot understood the F this. Ah, my luck. My darn luck. Yes, sometimes I don't have the most appropriate words. Maybe next time I should try the French version of that word, or the German version, or the Italian version, or the Latin version. Hey, said I can see you. I just don't know if your name is Said or the symbols next to it. But hello, said I. Said, now I'm all self-conscious again about my accent. Said hi. Yeah, I speak Italian. What, you call it Italian? It's Italian. Actually, it's Italian. Because I've still got it in my head with the E. Yeah. It's E in my original language. The I is pronounced T. So I still pronounce it E, not Italy or Italy. It's E, not Italian. See, I can actually do it. We could zoom in a bit if you want, to pretend you landed on the moon or something. You see, the moon today is not like when we were looking at it last time. It had all these craters, and actually we had a head that looked like a wolf. Oh, well, wait, bear a wolf, look at that, found it, without even trying. I'm seeing wolves everywhere. Nothing to do, it's my favorite animal, with the bear and the raven. Equally, I don't have to choose. Are you making fun of me, Mr. Bruce? You wouldn't dare, would you? See, we're seeing it from a different angle tonight. We're not seeing the craters as well as we did a few months ago. What a pity. And you do know that there is a, what do you call it? A comet. Is it comet? There is a shooting stars. It's shooting star next week. Shooting star week. I think it starts pretty soon, but the best nights will be the 13th and the 14th, I think. 150 shooting stars per hour. The Geminis, something like that, something Gemini. And it will last a week or two, but the two best nights are the 13th on the 14th or the 12th on the 13th. I've got to look it up. But 150 shooting stars. Maybe I should have my, assuming, you know, we warm up. Let's not get too far ahead here. If it warms up, maybe I'll, and it's a clear night, maybe I'll put my scope outside with my phone and see if we can catch some. And if I find a telescope first, then it will be even better. One year I was filming the moon and it was still daylight. And I actually caught some vultures, not eagles, vultures, crossing right in front of the moon. I got some nice pictures. And then last year or 2 years ago, night stream, I had a plane flying right in front of the moon. That was pretty neat too. But yeah, if you like the skies, the stars, the moon, you know, all that good stuff, aliens, whatever you're into really. Next week there is that cool stuff starting. And 150 shooting stars is worth for me staying up. A month ago, I saw, when we had the Northern Lights thing, the aurora, I actually saw the night before I saw two shooting stars. One that went from west to east, in front of me, and so fast. And like 10 minutes later, I saw another one, and it was like in slow motion, and big. I wish I would have had my phone on me, because it wasn't that fast compared to the other one. And it was rather large, and it was a comet. Because I went, a fireball. I didn't click. I called it a fireball. Wow, you an early riser, Dan. Just let me recenter it. I just thought it would be nice to look at the moon again. And guess what found me? A stray cat, all black. Every cat I have owned were black, or black with spots of white. A black cat turned up 2 days ago, ran the evening one. Last night, could approached it, maybe 4 feet. And today it moved in the shed. Shed I opened. And, you know, I just happened to put a nice, cozy kitty bed, heated bed. It's so cold at night, I can't have it freeze. I don't know where it came from, more than likely a barn cat, and they don't look, the farmers look after the barn cats in the winter. The same old story. So I've been feeding it, and it already found its heated bed, away from the weather, away from the coyotes. So I'm quite pleased about that. And I said I will not have any more cat. My cat just turned 21 years old. And the other one, I think is 14 maybe. I'm going to try to go on my tablet. I hope it doesn't kill my stream. We're taking the same signal. Time will tell, right? We'll find out soon enough. Tablets. I hope. Oh, right. And I'm not the fastest one. Just not the fastest one. Oh, we still have the moon in view, good. I don't have a computer, so everything is in slow motion. Oops, well. Did we lose the stream? Okay, I think I'm almost done sharing. Oh no, I don't film any of that. It's so strange, some channels I just cannot share. Are we still streaming? I should not have connected. Yeah, I think I'm right. I don't like this new thing. When I leave my screen, then it doesn't come back to the live view, but to the beginning, which is so whatever. I'm just going back up in the chat now. I missed some, but Oh well. We all know I'm not high tech by now. I think that's his turn. Yes, it is. Wait and see. I think I caught up. Oops. I think I caught up, so. And we've got a reflection from the window because it's just too cold, and now it's right almost at the top of the window, not quite. Why is my phone wanting to go sideways? Oh well. Actually, it has an, what is it called? The aurora, whatever it is called, around it too. That's not the reflection. It's got a huge ring of light around it. And my scope handle is going to meet the tripod leg shortly because it's getting to be so high. Well, it's not as high as I filmed it in the past, but I am inside. I hope the view is still worth it, or the picture. And I need to turn my ring alarms off because that's what you're hearing. All right. So that's interesting. My links were not showing blue on my tablet, but I just realized they're showing blue on my phone. It's so messed up. We'll get used to the changes and then they'll change it again. Can you see the clouds moving in front of the moon? Yeah. Or the shadow of the clouds. It's pretty neat. I think there is another term on halo to corona. Corona, I think it is the word, corona. Moon corona. I'm so tired today. Well, I was yesterday too, but let me check. I'm pretty sure it's corona. Yep, A colorful ring around the moon is called a lunar corona. Caused by moonlight diffracting through tiny water droplets in thin clouds, creating soft pastel rings with blue inside and red outside, different from a larger icy halo from ice crystals. Huh. Can you see the reddish colors? It's faint, but should remember the word corona. It sounds so much better. Context to the moon than other context. Yeah, lunar halo. Halo, lunar corona. Sorry. Sir Bruce, you always make me laugh. And after the year I had, I really need it. 26 is anything like 25, I'm done. I'm done before it even begins. I'm too old for this crap. Look at that bottom part. Look, can you see it? The heart in the center. It's heart shape. And look, the little kitty with a hat on. Below the heart. Or is it a goat? I can't help myself. I always see something in shadows and shapes. Don't ask. And I'm almost meeting the tripod leg. Well, if you detest the moon, that's a moon stream. Oops. Bruce, Nietzsche. That's why I didn't say the context of the other context. Remember, they love me from my previous cello. Apparently, I pushed it. Thank you, Sir Bruce. They're all waiting impatiently for me to slip. And I almost did yesterday. And hello, Win. I really need to get a telescope. That could be interesting in the summer with all the big stars. Oh, you should see the corona/lunar halo. It's huge. I need to try to take a photo of that. I don't know if I manage it. Let me set my camera here so I don't freeze. I've got it on a 10-second. I'm going to freeze 10 seconds. I'll be right back. I got a really nice picture. I mean, there is a green dot, can't tell that, but we can see the lunar kind of. I put it on my community post. I miss the plane. Oh, cool. Well, I'll be able to take a photo screen of that. Going to look for it right now. Oh, it went back at the beginning. Are you kidding me? It's not letting me. Ugh. It's not letting me go forward like it used to. Hey, Dynamite. How are you? See now in the background, if we had some dynamite music, that would be like so cool. I love to look for the plane when I do the replay because it used to let me go back with a 10 seconds jump, but it's not anymore. The whole thing is strange now. And I'm almost hitting the leg of my tripod as it rises up, which means I'm almost. If you see anything passing in front of the moon, it's not a cloud, it's a steam from the heat. And just now, the wind shifted and I went, what's that? And I don't know if it looks like if it's at the level, maybe not. Not a telescope, I just have a spotting scope. That is a cloud, not steam. I don't own a telescope. I was just saying earlier, I need a telescope. But they're super expensive. So I went to a thrift store on pawn shops, because I love them. A few of those stores had one, but it was like last century telescope, and it was so big and heavy, it's heavier than I am. I would not have been able to lift that thing. Well, yeah, I could lift it, but I wouldn't be able to do what I do with my scope, which is grab and run with it to film something. And I will not be able to put it in my car on a regular basis, I don't think. And I don't think I would have found an adapter for my phone, so I need to keep looking. And then this summer, I can just sit out there and film the moon. So no, I'm not using a telescope, I'm just using a scope and an old phone. Like with wildlife, that's all I use, my old phone and my scope, or just my phone when I'm in a rush. You can see all these neat shaped things in the moon. You've got the heart, you've got the goat or the cat with a hat. Some of the creatures look like a clementine waiting to be sliced. Like this one. I swear it reminds me of a clementine. Thank you for dropping by, Indy. Have a good night, Alwyn. You 8 hours in front of me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's like 4 in the morning. Your time, 3 or 4. You see, I'm not the only one who see the Clementine. We should do a competition. I should film a short video of the moon, and I should get all these independent musicians to do, you know, a music for the moon, like Dynamite Throw 15th, Scars on Shadow. Yeah, that's plenty. Anthony Howie. And they all like get the video and do a music on it. And then we put all the 4 together. And we go from one to the other to the other. Theme, Clementine Moon. 2:41, okay. Oh yeah, it's 7:42. You wouldn't think I lived in England 10 years for not knowing that. Yeah, I'll take a short. I'll do it right now. Actually, I've got, or I could try to save the one with the plane going on the front. Save one now, but maybe with the plane going on the front. Wait, I have to minimize. Oh yeah, I can take the sound out so I can keep talking. And make them win something. A deer antler. An owl poop. An owl pellet full of bones. Well, you know, that makes sense to me. I'm a wildlife channel, a coyote poop, a bear poop, a bear scat. I just found a deer head, full deer head, with the 2 antlers. It was one of my young bucky, the one that passed this spring. No, I didn't try to meet Gordon Ramsay, but I met Lord Wedgwood. Paul Phillips 332, yes, I am fully aware. I wonder how long that video should be. That's what I should do. I should film deer or mating eagles. They were almost mating today. And then asked the musician to do a dramatic music for my short. And then whoever is voted as the winner put a collab. Because I don't want a strike, so we need to do the collab. Collab. And the name appears. Then I don't get striked, and they don't get striked because I copyright my videos too. Well, I've got like 2 millimeters. I know you don't speak in millimeters, but I do. I grew up on the metric system, sorry. I don't know what that is in American measuring system. I've got 2 millimeters left from my tripod leg. And then I can't aim any higher. And if any of you want me to zoom in on something, I can try my best. Remember, I'm filming through a window, so we'll see a lot of the window texture, or maybe not. Actually, it's better through the window at night than during the day. Look, that looks like a turtle or a leaf. Or a shell. Nal says they look like turtles. Look. Can you see it at the top right? 2 turtles and a fish at the very top right corner. The dark shadows. Well, I just thought it was something different. You know me. If you're used to my channel, I'm pretty strange. And I don't care. I don't even try to pretend to fit in. I'm too old. I was hoping maybe an owl would fly like front of the scope to be in the scenery. That would be pretty neat. I've got to yet catch that. Quite a few clouds. As you can see, we're expecting another snowstorm. We had 4 inches in one night, and we're expecting more, I think, Sunday or tomorrow. I can't remember. That means wildlife might not be out. Some of the squirrels have not come out at all because they've got so much snow in the way. Also, I did take a broom and went to clear, make little alleyways for them to reach the nuts. Yes, I sure did. I hope your dog is feeling better, Linda Kay. I'm sorry I forgot to ask. Puddin. Hello, Puddin. I hope you're feeling better. And it is just filmed with a phone and a scope, regular scope, not a telescope, through a window. For the newcomers, if you expected something from a telescope, I don't own a telescope, I just own an old phone and a spotting scope. I'm glad to hear it, Linda. It's never fun when animals are sick. Animals and children, but they're both considered children, right? Well, to me they are. I'm just going to keep quiet and let you soak in the moon. The moonlight, the moon energy. All right, I think I cannot. After this one, I might be able to go down one notch, one extra notch, and after that, I'm right on the leg of the tripod. All right, well, on this, I cannot go any further down. So once it reaches the top of the screen, I guess I'll call it a night. I'm stuck on the leg. I've got that endole, you know, that stick, whatever you call it, endole, to move the scope. And it's so far up, looking up, that the endole is now on the leg, totally on the leg. I cannot move it anymore. Oh, look at these colors. Once in a while, we get the true colors. Ooh, we've got huge clouds about to move front of it, so I guess perfect timing. But the white clouds, thick white clouds, might be able, yeah, move left, just not down. Well, on this, I will say good night. Thank you for watching. I know, not much excitement, but if you love the sky on the moon, maybe it was okay. It's not telescope quality, but as I say, it's better than nothing. And you can see the corona, the reddish, the lunar halo, corona, whatever. Hey Zozo, hope you're well. We're watching the moon and I'm totally on that tripod leg, so I can't go any further down. It's rising up. And I'm filming through the window because it is far too cold outside. Yes, it's a nice cold moon. And you'll have to watch the replay because I cannot go. I cannot get my scope to go any lower. The handle is on the tripod leg because it's so far up now. But we got a good hour plus, which is more than I expected. And we've got a bit of the corona halo on the bottom. All right, well, It does, doesn't it, with the clouds? And we had a plane flying in front of it. I'll have to find it. But I think it was Nancy who mentioned it. All right, everyone, blessings. I hope you have a blessed day, blessed night. It all depends where you're watching from. And happy full moon. It's a full moon. And remember that this week and next week are I think they're called the Geminis, something like that. Comet shower, 150 shooting stars per hour. And it's going to last a week to 2 weeks, but the best 2 days, I believe, were the 13th and 14th, maybe. I'll do a community post on it. But if your sky is clear, 150 shooting stars per hour, that's worth standing outside. All right. Good night. Blessings. Nice to see you, Sozo. Catch you on the next one.